Hello, my beautiful queens and kings. Okay, so I'm so tired. Uh, I was gonna wait until usually I like to record my messages when my son's taking his nap, but this is it. You'll see why this isn't. I just need to go ahead and get this off now. Um, so if you've seen any of my other messages, or my other videos where I was saying, talking about my living situation and how I walked away from a toxic situation, and how once you go through things like that, your exterior environment isn't going to show that to you immediately. You just have to have faith and trust that things are going to work out for you because you've done all the hard work and you've broken a generational curse, which is huge. So I'm saying that to say, I'm in this little hotel room, right? And so there's other rooms not connected, but like right next to me, right? The walls are not that thin, they're not that thick. I'm saying that to say, let me, okay, I'm so tired. Let me just tell you the story. Let me just tell you what's, so I've been here for like, I can't believe it's been like 3 weeks already. Like time is just like flying by. But since I've been here, like they have like rules, and one of them is like you're not allowed to like be loud, and you have to be courteous of other people after 10 p.m. Well, I get it. Like I'm not in the best area. It kind of comes with like the territory and the environment, so I never said anything. But the lady next door to me is constantly screaming at her kids and cussing at them and be like all the way up until like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like these kids are not going to sleep until 1 o'clock in the morning. And sometimes I hear them getting whooped. And I get it. Like if you think that physically whooping your children is your form of discipline, then unfortunately, that's not my place to come up and say something. Like that's not my responsibility. I was whooped as a child. I don't think it's right. I don't personally do it, but I can understand why somebody would do that. And I so get it, like when you're in a toxic place yourself, how you can get so angry and so frustrated and you feel like you want to take it out on somebody because you know that they're going to immediately forgive you. They're still going to love you no matter what. So I'm just like, especially being in this situation, I'm like, look, I'm just mind my own business and stay in my own lane, and take care of my kids the way I see fit and just mind my business. When your intuition is speaking to you, it is so important to listen to it and adhere to it. The reason why I say that is because last night it was a huge commotion, and it sounded. You gotta be careful what you say here on YouTube, but those physical disciplines, it was bad. It was bad to the point to where I was literally shaking because I was so scared, and I was just like, "Oh my God, like, what the fuck is going on?" And I got up and put a sweater on, grabbed my baby, and I went down to the lobby and was like, "Hey, somebody needs to go check on those kids." And at it, they just asked the mom, "Is everything okay?" And of course, she's gonna say, "Okay." I'm like, "That's not good enough. Like, you need to check on them kids." So I'm saying all that to say, like all of those couple of weeks that I was hearing all this yelling and all of this physical discipline going on, that I didn't feel like something was just like something's not right, like that's not okay. And whenever I would hear the yelling, I would just like start saying my affirmations to try and take that negative feeling and turn it into a positive, and it worked. But it was still like there's something in the back of my mind that's like, you need to do something. But then I'm like, but what if this turns, that fear of like, what if this turns on me, and it turns something bad happens to me, or my kids, or I'm put into a bad situation. Like, I don't want to do that when I'm just trying to mind my own business and hurry up and get the fuck up out of here. But that taught me that, like, you have a responsibility. Like, they cannot speak for themselves. They need help, and you need to go. You're the only person at this point that's you're that line of help for them. And I was, the whole time I'm like making excuses, like, well, what if CPS gets involved? And hold on, what if, like, they get involved and this mother has her children taken away from her? Like, that would probably be so, like, heartbreaking. Like, if something like that happened to me, I would be heartbroken. Like, I can't even imagine going through something like that. But it's like, at the same time, you're not doing those things that you're overhearing. So, and then trying to find compassion, because I remember, like, years ago when I was in my toxic era, I wasn't the best mother. I would yell. I wouldn't go that far, but like, I would do some things that the version of me now, the person who I am today, would absolutely not do anything like that. So it's like, what I've learned is that what I've learned is that you literally have a responsibility. So sorry, I had to pause the video, but basically, what I got from that was, like, you have the power and you have the responsibility to do what's right. And it made me think about, in my personal life, how I have created a course on guiding other people on the healing journey. After I went through it myself, I was like, I know how to go through those steps of understanding a toxic relationship and reparenting yourself and understanding the subconscious, and what else, just doing like inner child healing work, and just being that guide for other people, and seeing how that situation made me realize, like, the only reason I don't really truly believe that people do, parents, mothers, I don't think that they truly do stuff like that out of hatred. It comes from unhealed wounds. And I'm like, this world, these people, there's people out there who truly need healing. And I'm not, again, like, I have no judgment whatsoever. I do not have like a judgmental bone in my body, because I get it. I've been there. Okay, so this isn't, again, this isn't out of judgment. It's just being like logical and like factual. Like, people need help and they need healing. And so it made me think about how I had created this course and I gifted it to somebody and they didn't even acknowledge it. And that's how I knew that it wasn't for that type of person. They don't want to heal. And they don't want to heal. Sorry. So it's like, but you have a responsibility to offer this to people who truly want to heal. If you're watching this type of, I'm so sorry. Like I said, I got to get this off. Like I'm going to be thinking about this all day long. And the longer I wait, like, I'm getting more tired and tired. I wasn't able to sleep last night. And then okay, hold on. I wasn't able to sleep last night, and then I still woke up early. So I have this course, and it's like, you need to get this out there. It's like, I'm telling myself, like, wow, like, you have a huge responsibility. So I realize I have this responsibility in that if you are connecting with this type of message, you already are trying to better yourself. You already know, like, you're that one. Like, you are that generational curse breaker. You're that one who can heal, and you're that powerful. You're that powerful being. You know, if you've always been the black sheep, the lone wolf, the just always like the outsider, it's because you're that one. You are that powerful. You were meant to feel your whole life like you weren't that one. Like you were. I'm trying to feed my baby at the same time. Okay, so you realize like you're that one, and we can make excuses. Like I've had this course created for over a year now, or almost a year, and I've just like I've been procrastinating on like, because it's like, well, because we can, a lot of us can deal with perfectionism. We've been taught our whole lives to dim our own light and to not be in our true authentic selves because it can trigger other people, and so we don't want to cause other people pain. So we don't live in our authentic, we don't live our authentic lives. So I want to offer this to you guys. If you feel called, like even if there's something, just like I was saying, that's why I shared that story. Like even like that whole time, it's like we can feel like something is like calling to us, like you need to do this, you need to do that, but we're like always waiting for like a perfect moment, or maybe, you know, wait till things get too bad, and then it's like now you have no choice. Don't wait till things get too bad. Or maybe you already have, and this is really resonating with you. Everybody has their own story and their own journey. But if you feel something like you're called to go on a journey of healing, to break that generational curse, to end certain things in your family bloodline, this is your chance. Like I'm calling you out now, because if anybody can do it, like we're all souls having a temporary human experience, but I am human, right? So if I am just a human and I was able to heal, you are a human and you're able to heal as well. We always make excuses like, well, what if we heal and then things get worse before they get better? Okay, but eventually that's where that trust comes in. Like things are going to get better. I don't have to live like this for the rest of my life. And just have that trust and that hope and that faith and hold on to it no matter how things look on the outside. Because when things get bad on the outside, that's your current reality crumbling down in order for your new reality to come in. So you can see it in your external reality. It's going to be what you've always wanted and what you deserve, because you do not deserve to go through hell and back your entire life. It was only to teach you lessons. Then once you've learned those lessons, then you're able to heal. So I'm bringing this to you to spark something inside of you, like, okay, you know what, it's time for me to go ahead and go on this journey. And for I don't know, honestly, I don't know how long. I'm just waiting until I get some testimonials. It's only $33.33. Something that can literally change your life. There is nothing like you can't compare that to anything else. Like that's literally going to change your mindset. It's not some material thing that it's like, oh, it's like some spiritual like salt, or this spray, or sage, or what's the other thing, sage and palo santo. Like no, like those things are outside of you. You are the power. Once you change what's in here, you change everything else. So to think like, and I don't want to get too loud and be too aggressive, and I'm sorry if I'm coming off a little aggressive, but it's like, it's so serious. Like when you change your mindset, you literally change your entire life. You can change your bloodline. To think that you can break a generational curse, like that's not just something that's just for you and your children. It's their children and their children and their children and their children. Like it's done forever. And then, you know what I was thinking? Like, I was like, think about the bigger picture. We incarnate here, right? Over and over again. So Okay, sorry about that. So if we keep incarnating, right? And we come back again because we've decided that we're making excuses and we don't want to okay, I'm sorry. One second. So we keep incarnating because we don't do the healing work. You're not supposed to just keep going through hard lessons after hard lessons after hard lessons. That's not the entire point. There's an end point to this, and once you're able to finally heal, you can move on and go to other realities. But that's like a whole nother video. Like, but the point, what I'm trying to say is, why would you want to have to keep coming back here in earth and suffering when all you have to do is just heal and do the healing work? If you're going to do it, why don't, and it's calling to you, go ahead and go through it now and let that be over with and feel you like, trust me when I say you will feel so amazing. You will be so proud of yourself. And then to think that your children, your grandchildren, your great grandkids will never ever know what it feels like to deal with that type of pain of dealing with narcissism, dealing with any type of toxicity, dealing with that emotional pain, because you've cleared it, you've done the work, and you've healed. So again, I just want to offer you that course again. It's going to be linked I'm going to have it in the first comment. I'm going to pin it so you can finally take that leap and be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to try this out. And let's just say it doesn't work out for you. Let's just, I know it's not going to, but let's just say it doesn't. You're going to be out $30, $33. Whoop-de fucking do. Okay? Excuse my language, but because even if you're like, it didn't really work for me though, I didn't really care for it, you are showing the universe more than just spending $33. You're showing the universe more than anything that I will accept nothing less than anything that's going to help me heal and help take me to the next level, to help heal my family and my bloodline. That's huge. Your ancestors are so proud of you. Your spirit guides are going to be so proud of you, and you're going to see in your external reality that only things that truly align with you and that truly going to take you to that next level in life are going to be shown to you in your reality. Yes, sometimes scams and some other things get in there, they make their way in there, but you have that intuition, you have that discernment to know what's good for you and what's not good for you. So I'm going to put it in there if you choose to. I really hope that you take this opportunity, because again, it's only going to be this price for so long, because once I start getting some testimonials, I'm going to raise the price. But while it is what it is, I highly, highly suggest that you I'm sorry. I highly suggest that you take this opportunity. So I'm so passionate about this. Like, there's really nothing else for me to say. Like, there's not enough words in the human language. Like, and I can't like jump through the phone and just be like, do this shit. Like, you're going to be so happy that you did it. But if it's speaking to you, it's speaking to you. So until next time, my loves, I love you and the universe loves you.